This is a Squiz podcast. We're your shortcut to being informed.
Squiz Kids!
It's your daily news fix. Fun, free, fresh.
Hello and welcome to Squiz Kids, your fresh take on what's happening in the world around you. I'm Bryce Corbett. It's Friday, June 25. In Squiz Kids today, Lego goes green. Twin baby pandas in Tokyo Zoo. Tom Cruise deepfake rocks TikTok. And balloon trips to space. That's what's making news, kids style.
The Lowdown.
It's one of the biggest toy companies in the world. Its cool building sets are beloved by children everywhere. And its popularity here in Australia has been turbocharged by a prime-time television show starring the Brick Man. So the news yesterday that Lego was going green was met with widespread excitement. Each year, the Danish company that makes Lego produces about 4 billion plastic bricks. And at the moment, those bricks are made with a sort of plastic which is not biodegradable. Plastics are generally pretty bad for the environment, both the process that's used to create them and the fact that they take a very long time to break down and decompose and clog up landfill. You'll have seen in the news recently lots of news about governments making laws against single-use plastics, straws and plastic cutlery and plates and food packaging. By starting to make its bricks out of recycled plastic bottles, like the ones you drink milk or soft drinks out of, Lego is trying to do its bit to help the environment. It reckons it can make 4 bricks from every 1 litre plastic bottle that it recycles. It's still in an experimentation phase right now, but in years to come, when you pull out Lego to play, you can hopefully play in a sustainable way.
Spin the globe.
Each day we give the world globe a spin and find a news story from wherever it stops. And today we've landed in Tokyo, where a giant panda has given birth to twins in the city zoo. It's rare for a panda to have babies in captivity, so everyone is very excited. In captivity is the expression used to describe when an animal lives in somewhere like a zoo, rather than out in the wild. The giant panda's name is Shin Shin, and she gave birth to her twins on Wednesday at Tokyo's Ueno Zoo. Baby pandas are called cubs. It's not yet known if the cubs are boys or girls. There are only about 1,800 giant pandas living in the wild, which is why when twins are born in a zoo, it's a cause for celebration. And because it's really unusual for a panda to have twins, zoo staff have taken one of the cubs and will care for it in an incubator, which is a special capsule that protects babies when they are teeny tiny and need lots of special attention. There's a link to a video of the new cub in today's episode notes, and it's super cute.
Pop Culture Corner.
You know how sometimes on the internet things are not always as they seem? With computer programs like Photoshop, for example, photos can be altered to make people look completely different to real life, or create images that look real but are totally fake. Well, that's starting to happen more and more with videos too. They're called deep fakes, and they can put anyone's face on another person's body and make it seem like that person has done and said things that they never did or said. The most recent example is a video of Mission Impossible actor Tom Cruise that's had more than 14 million views on TikTok. Except it's not Tom Cruise. It's a deep fake. His face has been digitally stitched onto a random person's body, and using clever computer technology, it looks as if he's speaking and playing golf in this particular video. Deep fakes have lots of people worried. If you can make it look as if a Hollywood actor is saying and doing things he never did, what if the world suddenly saw a video of a leader of a country doing or saying something that they never did or said? It could cause all sorts of problems. There's a link in today's episode notes to the deep fake video. And the moral of the story, don't believe everything you see, especially when it comes to things on the internet. We'll have more to say on this theme in the months ahead.
Spaced out.
Hands up if you've seen the movie Up, the lovely Pixar film where the old man ties hundreds of balloons to his house and it flies off to a magical mystery land. Well, imagine flying up into space in a hot air balloon, because that's what one space tourism company in the United States is planning, with the creation of a massive hot air balloon and a special pressurized cabin for passengers which would gently float up out of the Earth's atmosphere to the edge of outer space before floating back down and splashing down in the ocean. Called the spaceship Neptune, it will take up to 8 passengers on each 6-hour round trip and will cost an eye-watering $125,000 per person. The Neptune has already done a test flight out of Florida in the United States. The next couple of decades, I think it's fair to say, are going to be all about spaceflight. Astronauts, start your engines. Today's our last day of Squiz Kids regular programming as we all disappear off on school holidays. But don't panic, we're not abandoning you completely. We're working up a couple of kids versus adults school holiday quizzes to keep your grey matter energised, which will drop this coming Monday morning and the one after. Don't forget also to subscribe to Squiz Kids in your preferred podcasting app so you don't miss out. Plus, if you've got a birthday coming up over the school holidays, be sure to keep listening as we do a great big massive pre-holiday birthday shout out at the end of this episode.
Time for the Squiz.
This is the part of the podcast where you get to test how well you've been listening. Question number 1. Which toy company is planning to make its bricks from recycled plastic? That's right, it's Lego. Question number 2. Twin cubs of what sort of animal have just been born in a Tokyo zoo? Yeah, they're giant panda cubs. Question number 3. What's the name of the hot air balloon that will be taking tourists into space? You got it, it's Spaceship Neptune.
Shout-outs.
It's June 25, National Take Your Dog to Work Day. Imagine if they had a Take Your Dog to School Day. How cool would that be? And incredibly chaotic. It's also a special day for these Squiz Kids celebrating a birthday today. Reese from Gosford East, Shivani from Fairfield Heights, Bella from Sydney, Bentley from Ashmont, Bella from Waverley, Alison from Newcastle, Max from Jindalee, Ivy from Camp Hill, Joel from Prospect, Jennifer from the ACT, Sammy from Harden, Emily from St Ives, and Chad from Flagstaff Hill. And as promised, because we're taking a school holiday break just like you, we're giving a shout out today to all the kids who are celebrating a birthday over the next couple of weeks. Hold on to your hats, it's gonna be a doozy. And because it's such a doozy, I've brought in my partner in Squiz Kids crime, Amanda Bauer, to help me smash this out. Hello, Amanda.
Hi, Bryce. I've been limbering up my larynx in preparation for this.
It's a big one, so I hope everyone listening is in a comfortable position. Now, before we launch into it, Amanda, we should let the listeners know that for our first week back in the new school term, you'll be hosting the podcast as I take a cheeky holiday break with my family.
Yeah, can't wait. We'll be back with a new school term of your daily news fix from Monday, July 12.
Awesome. Okay, let's jump into this baby, for which I reckon we probably need the birthday reggae tune. What do you reckon, Amanda?
Hit it.
And it's an extra special happy birthday first off to my good friend Ethan in Melbourne, who's been a long-time supporter of Squiz Kids. Have a good one, buddy.
Happy birthday also to Nathan and Quentin from Fairfield Heights, Hannah from Oran Park, Abby from Randwick, Annie from Abbotsford, Lucy from Hadspen, Derek from Maroubra, Lily from Sydney, Anita, Lily, Alira and Abby from Gosford East, Ty from Dubbo, Johnny from Cannon Hill, Zach and Milena from Randwick, Hugo from North Balgola, Charlie from Watson, Olive from Bulleen, Henry from Tamworth and Joseph from Brisbane.
Not forgetting, of course, AJ and Isabel from Broken Hill, Riley from Murray, Harper from North Nara, Mateo from Five Dock, Jevon from Mandurah, Miami from Western Australia, Ahana from Invermay, Alyssa from West Pennant Hills, Copeland from Hewenden, Jessica from Williamstown, Lola from Inverloch, Riley and Jalia from Ashmont, Alex from Mansfield and Zara from Baldivis.
Big birthday love also to Amelia and Christian from New South Wales, Isabel from Crafers, Romeo from Bulwarra, Ava from Como, Kyla from St Peters, Sophie from Greystanes, Chloe from Mornington, Leo from West Leederville, Zoe from Marrickville, Josh from Manly Vale, Sienna from Craigburn, Emma from Kempsey, Vincent and Archer from Albany Hills, Paige from South Nowra, and Ruben and Indy from Shoal Bay.
Many happy returns to Ashley and Isaiah from Broken Hill, Abby and Evie from Seven Hills, Mackenzie from North Parramatta, Luca from Exeter, Finn from Jindalee, Neve from Engadine, Edie from Warunga, Marley from Melbourne, Caitlin from Newcastle, Lexi from Petersham, Zayden from Chipping Norton, Mabel from Fremantle, Julian from Bomaderry, you still with us? Molly and Samantha from Walpole, Angus from Davidson, Ari from Balmain, Miette and Nadja from Dulwich Hill, Jeremy from Camaray, Leah from Greenbank, almost there, and Nico from Fadden, Sienna from Flagstaff Hill, Tasman and Betsy from Budrum, and Lissy from Cherrybrook.
Woohoo! We did it!
I'm done. I need to lie down. And 2 weeks off. Don't forget, if you've got a birthday coming up and you want a shout out, or if you're after a classroom shout out, drop us a line at squizkids@thesquiz.com.au. Well, that's all we have time for today. Thanks for listening to Squiz Kids. We'll be back again on Monday, July the 12th. In the meantime, get out there and have a most excellent school holiday break. Over and out. Squiz Kids is proudly supported by the Judith Neilson Institute for Journalism and Ideas.
Squiz Kids!
It's your daily news fix. Fun, free, fresh.
Squiz Kids is proudly supported by the Judith Neilson Institute for Journalism and Ideas.
Squiz Kids!
It's your daily news fix. Fun, free, fresh.